Hello, good morning. So we can continue sustainability. So sustainability is the slogan of good air, good water, good land, good atmosphere, good sky, your good acoustics, comfortable living, hassle-free living, healthy living. Everything you put in one word is nothing but smart living. However, the sustainability has to be universal. Usually, any development, any sort of development, either in the case of economical growth or in the case of infrastructure growth or in the case of habitation or excessive industrialization or large commercial activities, whenever these are evolved, they will directly and indirectly tell upon the quality of sustainability. Sustainability will get affected. So, how far we can make compromise? Taking a compromise without affecting the natural resources and human race, the flora and fauna. What are the areas we can compromise and how far we can go with that compromise? Because development will result in compromise of sustainability. There is another social evil in the over development and enriching the standard of living. Only a cross section of people, a minor percentage of the total population, are getting the direct benefit of any development. A major cross section of the people who are at the brim of the poverty line or below poverty line, the affordability of those are very less. Those who find it very difficult to make both ends meet, to take care of their food, cloth, and shelter. Those are the basic amenities. In any human being, the basic amenities are food, cloth, and shelter. There's a large chunk of people in any country who are even now are deprived of at least one of these three. So those who are having all the three are blessed. And when these three are promoted or they are enriched or enhanced, that in one way or the other affects the downtrodden, the deprived of these facilities. Whenever a human intervention takes place in the ecological context, whenever there results an ecological imbalance that directly hit people or those people who are deprived of facilities, deprived of comfort. So that is a question mark in terms of sustainability. Is it an universal sustainability? Have we addressed the difficulties of pollution, the difficulties of formation of slums, the difficulty of water scarcity, the difficulty of carbon trade, the difficulty of global warming, the difficulty of climate change, the difficulty of unethical disposal of waste, plastic waste, dumping of all solid waste, garbages, e-waste. E-waste is the product of those who can have affordability. E-waste is a waste which is generated not by the major cross section of people. Only a minor cross section of people produce this e-waste. But the effect of that e-waste, the leaching of lead in the soil, ultimately reaches the well of the person who has not at all been benefited by the development of this industry. So sustainability is at stake. The overall comfort, overall standard of living, overall climatological balance shall be the aim of any sustainable activity. Going green, definitely it's an universal sustainable slogan. Going green. Whenever you have large open land with grazings or with plants or with shrubs or with trees, nobody can say that it is not sustainable. Everybody can approve that it's a sustainable solution to take care of contamination pollution. Because everywhere, even in noise abatement, in noise control, where you have thick vegetation, lot of decibels are being absorbed or attenuated. Attenuated is a process of absorption. Diffused. Diffusion is the process of alternative reflection and absorption. So, a lot amount of noise is being received, absorbed by these bushes, such as the shock absorbers do in vibration, in the case of vibration. Here they are the natural shock absorbers. The leaves, suppose the leaves are yielding to the wind, the branches of the tree yielding to the wind, all they are natural panel absorbers. In acoustical treatment, when we come to acoustics, we'll go deep into that. There are two ways by which sound can be absorbed. One is by panel vibration, panel oscillation. If you have thin diaphragm, and if sound hits on that diaphragm, that will oscillate. This oscillation of these thin membranes will attenuate, will dissolve a lot of sound energy, because sound energy will be converted to mechanical energy. Similarly, perforations, holes. You would have seen acoustic holes at the back of the stage where the source is exciting the noise. You have at the back of the stage perforated panels mounted on the wall, large perforations. So through the perforations, pores, sound enters the pores and gets dissipated. So either by perforations or by paneling. In the case of tree, perforations are there because there are gap between the leaves, and there are staggered branches, and the leaves will oscillate. So natural combination of paneling, perforations and staggering, by which when sound travels in a staggered way, obviously it has to get dissipated. So a natural acoustical treatment takes wherever you have plants and bushes, thick vegetations. So going green is a universal slogan for sustainability. But whenever human intervention comes, an open land, majority of the open land is converted as built up land, built up spaces, by which you have a lot of micro environments apportioning the macro environment into pieces. That tells on sustainability. For example, Industrial Revolution. Industrial Revolution is a landmark agriculture revolution. In these two, in agriculture revolution, after particular growth, there also the sustainability gets reduced. In industrial revolution, the sustainability gradually gets reduced even from the inception of the revolution. Because industries have to produce gases, have to produce smokes, have to obviously contaminate, not have to contaminate, obviously are contaminating air. So even though those are revolutions, each at the back of each revolution, there is a hit on the sustainability. Revolution we can put in terms of development. Any development will have a story to tell, a story, sometimes a shocking story to tell on sustainability. That's a controversial issue, a social issue, social menace. Major cross section of the people are deprived of the benefits of the development, then that is not a holistic development. If you expect a development to be holistic, those people who are deprived of the basic amenities in life are also benefited by the development of any system, either in agriculture or in industry or in commerce or in health or in education. If that is not taking place, whatever we say, whatever way we define sustainability, that sustainability has no say, and there is a lack of environmental ethics behind that development. Gradually, people have started understanding that, and administrators are taking measures, giving considerations, and possibly the standard of living, the health upliftment, especially the health care of the children of the downtrodden and the deprived, their education, their habitation, to a great extent their food and clothing, all those things are addressed as part of the development program. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you. God bless.